This year's Xstrata Copper's Company of the Year Award for 1 to 15 employees goes to Hassan Farms Limited of Timmins.
The poem The Cow by Robert Louis Stevenson speaks of his favorite bovine, the red and white, but close to farmer Frank Hassan's heart is the black and white.
The cows in the background are all Holsteins. We have a small number of brown Swiss cattle as well, but I think every Holstein breeder will tell you that Holstein cows produce the highest volume of milk.
The farming role can be challenging with the ups and downs of weather, animal care, and cost management.
It's a real win-win situation to be in a multi-generation operation. It allows people who wouldn't be able to do it by themselves to continue in an operation while the next generation has the opportunity to take it over. My youngest son Eddie is an active partner in the operation now, and my father, who's 84, is still active in the farm as well.
Technological advancements in agriculture means it takes fewer people working the farm to produce a high-quality product for the consumer at a more reasonable cost.
Adopting technology when it becomes affordable is an important aspect of a farm staying viable. 50 years ago, my dad would have handled all the hay that feeds the cows by hand. Now we handle that all with equipment and feed 80 cows in the time that it might have taken to feed 20 cows. The main factor in producing large volumes of milk is having excellent quality feed, and in that regard I think all dairy farms in Northern Ontario are well situated.
Hassan Farms was the recent recipient of the Certificate of Excellence under the Milk Quality Recognition Program of the Dairy Farmers of Ontario and the Ontario Ministry of Agriculture. Only the top 5% of dairy farms receive this Gold Seal recognition.
2006 was the first year that we received that, and it's our goal to shoot for those levels of quality in our milk on an ongoing basis, keeping in mind that the goal is very high, and meeting the goal of Gold Seal production on a continuing basis is lofty goal.
Congratulations, Hassan Farms, Company of the Year, 1 to 15 employees, sponsored by Xstrata Copper.
I guess we don't have to introduce them. Please give a warm welcome to my favorite friend, Frankie Hassan, Hassan Farms Limited.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. I'd like to start by thanking Xstrata Copper for sponsoring this award, and the Michael Atkins, Patricia Mills, and the people at Northern Ontario Business for putting it all together. I'd also like to say a special thank you to the judges. Steve, your check's in the mail. And I'd also like to thank everybody from the Timmins Chamber of Commerce for nominating us. It's really great to win an award like this in your hometown. I'm just the front man for a team. Hassan Farms is truly a group effort. It all started with my parents, John and Dina. They started the operation almost 50 years ago, and for 18 years they built it up with a lot of hard work and very little outside help. We have one non-family team member, Jim Kirkman. Jim found us 22 years ago when he, his wife Arna, and their boys relocated to Timmins. I remember saying to my dad that we couldn't really afford to keep him, but that we couldn't afford to let him go. We sure never regretted that decision. Our youngest son, Eddie, is the third generation to farm in Timmins. We're extremely proud of all our children and really happy that our oldest son, Jonathan, and his wife, Lindy, are here tonight to share this with us. But having a child that carries on the family heritage, that's special. Thanks, Ed. And finally, my wife, Ivy. I've often said that everybody who is self-employed needs a spouse with a good job with the good benefits. When our first child was born, When our first child was born, Ivy gave up that good job to be a mom and a full-time partner on the farm. Being both life and a business partner has its challenges, but we wouldn't have it any other way. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hassan Farms team, and I'd like everybody to stand up for a minute. Over 50 years ago, Mom and Dad left Holland looking for better opportunities. They found that opportunity right here in Timmins, in Northern Ontario. Here we are today, and I'd say that there are still wonderful opportunities in this great part of Canada. Thank you very much.